Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. So, today we have the Assaulter, or the PTL-02, which is a Tier 7 Chinese premium tank destroyer, the only premium Chinese tank destroyer, and it's a bit of a mixed bag. Now, it has some strong competition in the form of the Centauro 120 and its premium counterpart, the Wolf Edition, and also the LAV 600, which is generally less popular compared to the Centauro. So, you can see the vehicle is quite quick, but it is sluggish in comparison to the Centauro and the LAV. They both have better speed. The gun is a 100mm as opposed to a 105 or a 120, so it does have the worst gun caliber, but it does have a better rate of fire than at least the Centauro and I believe the LAV, which makes sense. With 4.7 second reload time, with a level 5 commander frame, and also we're using the energy drink. I don't think this has got any retrofits on, so it could be made even faster. The turret traverse is okay. The armor is certainly nothing to be proud of, or rather to take reliably. It's only 50mm and it's very flat. The vehicle is quite tall as well. You may bounce the occasional round from maybe 30mm autocannon, but generally you're going to get penetrated most of the time. Hit points wise, 1815, it's quite low. Slightly better than that of the Centauro 120. As you can see there, Stingray 2 easily penetrating the side. Now, we did 540 damage to that guy with our AP rounds, and that's the sort of damage you're going to be doing. It's comparable to that of the LAV 600. It's nowhere near as strong as the Centauro, but 540 to 560 average damage, and we get hit again. Need to get out of here. My engine gets hit, even though the engine on the bottom left is mounted in the rear of the vehicle below the turret. It's not there at all, it's in the front left of the vehicle, as you can see with the exhaust on the left. So, climbing this hill quite nicely. It's not a bad vehicle in terms of its mobility, but it isn't as good as that of the Centauro or the LAV, as I said. So we're looking for flanking fire on that Stingray 2. We fire on the move, the accuracy isn't brilliant, and we miss, but we're not going to stop as we don't have any armour, and we're already going at quite some speed. We might as well keep going, and now turn around and pretend that we were going that way, and hopefully those guys that we saw will not be paying attention. We are playing on high wall, as you probably have noticed. Not everyone's favourite map. I don't mind it that much. Sometimes it is a bit annoying, especially if you're playing high tiers. Leopard 2 AV side armor, very bad, and this gun can go through it very easily. I mean, even a Terminator tier 6 30mm can go through that from the side in some places. Waiting for him to lose interest, so we are unspotted. He's behind a rock, but not the back part of his engine. So we get a nice hit. We didn't set him on fire, which is unfortunate, but we're already reloaded, and he pulls forward and back in the time that we reload. So we get two nice shots into him. Up to 2,600 damage done. Team is currently losing by one tank, but never mind. That can easily be rectified if we pull a kill back on this Stingray. We hit him, and it hits his turret ring probably, and it doesn't kill him. Stingray 2's frontal armour is a bit troll sometimes. Side and rear armour obviously is bad, but the turret armour, although not especially thick, is quite well angled, and that was a surprising shot. Even at that angle, I am surprised that penetrated. There's a Centauro, B1 Centauro tier 6, he's not quite in my gun sights. You can see the aim time also is not that bad. And there's the LAV-600. He's seen us, so we pull into cover, pull out again, he's seen us again. He's fired, he pulls back, we fire at him, but the round obviously loses all its penetration. I swear you used to be able to penetrate multiple layers and hit people still. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky. Glad I was paying attention there, because that VBL would have killed me very, very easily, even though I have 1,000 hit points. VBLs, weasels, anything with 30mm cannon will rip you apart in these type of vehicles, especially in this vehicle with its only 50mm of armour and it's steel on the turret and the hull. No form of HE protection modifier or heat protection modifier as well. There's that Stingray that was causing us trouble earlier, or the only guy who's hit us so far. He hit us again, but we're quite lucky not to die from that. LAV-600, 2 quick shots, securing 2 more kills. So, surprised we also managed to penetrate and hit rather the Stingray 2, as our shot wasn't fully aimed, as you probably saw. Even though the aim time is not excessively long, it is better than that of the Centauro, which it should be, as it is a lower caliber gun, and it would be absurd if you had such a long aim time with a 100mm as opposed to 120. Centauro, we see him, but we're not going to fire at that angle. Going to try and get around him, see if we can get a kill from behind. There it is, and there's the kill shot. After 5 kills, 4,575 damage done. VFM next, if we can. No, he's behind a lot of cover, and I'm ramming into a tanker, which shows how much of a tunnel vision I sometimes get. There's the VFM. I was going to say FCM. Been playing that other tank game. Anyway, we're on very low hit points, so we don't really want to do that. Very lucky again not to die there, and we take out another LAV-600. So we've done 4,979 damage and 6 kills. It's just the VBL and the VFM 5 left. Now, we know where the VFM is, but the VBL has been unspotted for a long time. And he's definitely not near the cab. Where could he be? Could be closing in on artillery. So, either way, I'm going to go around. Now, I did mod the mobility, but if you can deal with it being slightly worse than that of other tier 7 tank destroyers, then this might be a good pickup. I believe it's available for 5,500 gold in game. If you really wanted it, maybe wait for a sale. They sometimes do that. So, looking for the VFM still. About to see this angle. Maybe he's around this corner. Maybe not. There's a VFM on the map. He's nowhere near us, and he gets taken down. Just the VBL left. And that's when my game crashed. I was really quite annoyed there, because when I tried loading the game again, I couldn't get back in, and by which time the game had ended, and we had won. So, that's all the gameplay I have of that match, and I don't have any post-game stats. So, hopefully from just the gameplay, you'd be able to see if it's a tank that you may or may not like. It does have certain weaknesses, pretty much the same as that of the other tier 7 tank destroyers, with a lack of armour, but good mobility and a good gun. So, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapheads in the next one.